I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports.
Straight ahead, we'll see a couple of all-pro edge rushers from 2016. It's Khalil Mack and Vic Beasley.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carr now on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Carr throwing on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Throwing now is Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tough roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
Carr now to throw. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From midfield, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Carr now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now a play fake. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. And it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now Ryan on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Freeman again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. To the air on second down. It's Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now Carr throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Open man there is Patterson, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To throw, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Carr to throw again. And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
So a pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset, but they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard.
And that's caught inside the 30. Oakland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And Freeman lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now here come the Raiders. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. And now it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr got to have this one. And that is complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything, so kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that.